Hi there, welcome to today's reading. So the question that we're going to answer for you today is, what limiting beliefs are holding me back? So you know how this works. You can choose card number 1, card number 2, number 3, or number 4. And if you need to pause the video to make a decision, take a few deep breaths, and then come back and see what your card message is, you can do that. Or if you want to do it the way I do it, I usually just quickly choose a number, and it usually turns out to be the one that I needed to pick when I do these. So first of all, the card deck I'm first using is the Wisdom of the Elders Oracle by Shawn Leonard. It's a beautiful deck. And so let's go ahead and get started. So if you chose pile number 1, the card is Fall, number 23, Stability, fall as in the season. And you can see the bird is standing there well balanced and stable with its foot firmly planted. So let's go to the book and see what this card has to say. So the message from this card is, as summer fades into fall, then nights become longer and leaves begin to change. There is a transition that takes place. In the summer months, we had a focus on the physical world, which here right now we're just coming into summer, but this reading will be valid whenever you see it. And now that the focus is being redirected toward our inner self, so that's what happens in the fall. We begin to go within. So autumn coincides with a more self-reflective cycle in the year end and is associated with the element of water. So in the same way a river knows where to flow and direct its attention, we must do the same. Fall is a time to gather resources for the coming winter, and there is a need for preparedness, not only for the uncertainty of bad weather, but through the hardships that we may face in life. So we'll have a look at that and how it relates to this question here in a moment. And fall is found in the west direction of the medicine wheel and symbolizes the importance of emotional balance. So again, like I said, this bird is standing there very balanced, foot firmly planted. And it talks about the element of water runs deep and reminds us to go with the flow of life rather than continually swim upstream, and to be mindful of our emotional self so that we can have our prayers answered and achieve great things. So if you have drawn this card today, you might need to focus on your emotional side. There might be aspects of your life that have become unbalanced. So only when we find balance within ourselves can we truly cope with the difficulties we face in life. So if you are currently facing barriers and feel like you are swimming upstream, you need to swim with the current rather than against it. So the thing that's holding you back, your limiting beliefs, is thinking that, you have to keep swimming upstream, but it's telling you, water also connects with emotions, like in Chinese medicine, and is looking at the fact that, maybe your emotions are getting in the way and you're not creating a stable foundation for yourself. You're just trying to quickly jump into something where you need to stabilize and, before you can move forward. So, and number 23 is the number on this card, if that number signifies anything for you. Now, I'm also going to go to a few other decks here. So let's look at what this one has to say. So I'm going to go with the Archangel, or the Sword of Light, Archangel Michael, Sword of Light by Radleigh Valentine. So that's the Oracle deck we're going to go with next. And get some other messages for pile number 1. Okay, let it go. I'm not going to sing it, don't worry. So It says, this situation no longer serves you. Allow me to sever your energetic connections to the past so you can embrace the future. So you've been hanging on to thinking that, you have to do things the hard way. It's saying let go of that and look at other ways to do things. And whatever it is that's holding you back, your energetic connections and your emotions. So there's something emotionally connected with what it is that you're trying to do that makes you think that you have to do it this way, or maybe you have to please somebody and they're holding you back, and it's saying let it go. So this card is number 18. 18 may have a meaning for you, and in numerology that becomes a 9, and 9 is about ending. So it is definitely about ending whatever you're doing here with that. So let's also pull a card from another deck. So I'm going to use the Ancient Stones Oracle by Rebecca Campbell. And we're going to pick a card from this one as well. So let's shuffle them and see what comes up. So yeah, there's definitely pile number 1, an emotional connection to the way that you've been doing things. And that's what's limiting you. That's what's holding you back. You're still stuck trying to fight your way upstream rather than go with the flow. So let's see. All right, what's here? Energy rising. Perfect. Vitality, confidence, power, and decisiveness. So this is what you need to move towards. It's what it's saying. This is going to help your energy to rise. And it's like pile number 1 that you're already feeling that happening. You're already sensing it. And this is going to help bring back your vitality, because this has been draining you and holding you down. So moving forward is about having confidence and feeling that vitality coming back, feeling the power. And the power is in the decisiveness. So it's making the decision to let things go. So now I'm going to pick one more for you there, pile number 1. And for this one, we're going to go to the Stephen Farmer Power Animal Oracle cards. I like these. They always seem to help to round things off somehow. We all need a little help from our animal creature friends. Let's see. And we've got 2. Well, let's see what they say. Seal, imagination. Immerse yourself in artistic and creative expressions. So, okay, so that may be what you need to do as well to help shift the energy, right? Or maybe you are an artist and this is where you need to go to find your power back, right? And the other one that came up here with it is resourcefulness. You have all the resources that you need. So that's what it's telling you. You already have all the resources that you need. So absolutely, that is a good message to help you to move forward, because you're waiting, you're thinking, I don't know if I can do this. And the raccoon is telling you, yes, you can, because you are resourceful and you have everything you need to move forward. That is your message for pile number 1. Now let's move on to pile number 2. Okay, pile number 2. Let's see what's holding you back. What are your limiting beliefs? So this is number 13, Grandmother Moon, and it's about cycles. So let's see what this card has to say. It says, all of creation is connected to spirit, and this includes the celestial bodies that make up our night sky. There is a vast interplay of connections found between our daily life, the natural and spiritual world, and the need to revere all that is around us. Great respect must be paid to Grandmother Moon and her 13 sacred lunar cycles. The cycles of the moon have an immense impact on Mother Earth. Each passing moon phase indicates when to plant, harvest, hunt, and gather. We witness her efforts on the ocean waters in the form of tides. And where I am in Nova Scotia, that is definitely a factor, because we have the tides are just amazing here. And women in particular experience her great power through the cleansing cycle of menstruation known to the Mi'kmaq as Moontime. This cycle, experienced by women, is a gift and ushers in a phase to cleanse herself mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. It is deeply connected to the phases of Grandmother Moon. It's a time of power, second only to the ability of Great Spirit to give life, during which a woman's energy is at the strongest. Traditionally, during this time, she does not prepare food or medicine, take part in ceremonies, or use a pipe or other sacred items because the flow of energy within her is so strong that she would drain the energy of those items and render them neutral. This is a sacred time that represents an inherent connection to Mother Earth, which helps prepare the body and give and receive life. If you have drawn this card today, take note of the current moon phase and the cycles within your own life. So whenever you see this, check the moon phase, okay? And it says there is a strong possibility of a major shift in energy currently taking place, and there might be a need to clear away what is no longer needed. Now is a time to focus on tapping into your own intuition and other feminine energetic principles such as creativity or nurturing oneself and others. Now that's again talking about creativity, just like one of the cards here. And so it is talking about clearing things out. So if we're talking about limiting beliefs, then it's a time to get rid of those, get rid of the things that are standing in your way and move forward. So just pay attention, to the moon cycle whenever you see this reading, because it is timeless. And so let's pull another card. So the next card, pile number 2, is going to come from the Ancient Stones Oracle by Rebecca Campbell. And let's see what happens here. Let's see what it's got to say about your limiting beliefs. Lay it on the altar. Hand it over. Soften, surrender, forgive. Oh my goodness. So whatever it is, maybe there's something, because of the mother on this card, the mother figure, it could have something to do with, something in the maternal line coming down the line that caused your limiting beliefs. So did they come from, your grandmother to your mother and down to you? Maybe they never believed that they could do something. So then that got handed down to you as well, or just something in the belief system. And this is talking about, handing it over and softening, surrendering, and forgiving. So just forgive them for placing that belief on you so that you can move forward, right? So that's what's come down the line for you there. Yeah. So then it talks about expressing the gratitude as if your plans have already come to pass, and trust that the angels are bringing you the assistance that you need was on this card. And then it's saying just lay it out there, just surrender it. And that's how it's going to help to make it happen. And then we're going to pull one more card for you here, pile number 2. Yeah, sometimes those things get handed down. It's just ingrained from childhood because that's what you heard somebody say, like this could never happen or that could never happen, that sort of thing. So just be aware of that, like those thoughts that pop into your head. There's parental voices that keep ringing in your head for your whole life, right? Oh, I got 2 cards again. These cards are active today. They just keep trying to give me 2 every time. Look at that. Isn't that something? Okay, let's give them a little better shuffle here. There we go. Okay. Dear Pathfinder. Aha. So trust your instincts to guide you through this situation. So you're going to have to trust your own instincts and never mind those belief systems that were handed down to you, because you're your own person, and you've had a sense all along, that you could do things differently. And that's where your limiting beliefs were coming from, but this is telling you how to move forward. Just lay it down, forgive all that stuff, soften your heart, and, let that go. Just, don't be angry about them placing those beliefs on you, and that's kind of held you back up till now, because now's the time. Whenever it happens is the right time. So now you know that it's time for you to move forward and to trust your own instincts on how to find the path that you're supposed to move on. That is your message, pile number 2. Okay, let's move on to pile number 3. So let's see what this card is from the Wisdom of the Elders. And this is card number 34, Planting Seeds and Intentions. Card number 34. So what does it have to say? So it's got the sun and the rain. And you can see the roots under the ground. So it looks to be about planting the seed for your intentions. Have the intention, plant the seed, water it, give it the sunshine and energy that it needs to make it grow, right? So let's have a look here. And also the 3 and the 4 in numerology could be a 7 as well. So let's see. Now this says there's a reason and a season for all things in life. And there is potential for boundless possibilities if we seize the divine opportunities that we wish to manifest in our lives. Our capacity for self-expansion is done so through hard work and dedication, and by creating clear intentions for the journey ahead. The intentions we create for ourselves are akin to seedlings, and in the same way we must nurture our dreams and aspirations. Careful thought is required when putting out our intentions for our future selves, and consistent action is needed to accomplish the goals that we wish to work toward. We may have imaginings for our future, but intentions had without actively nurturing our dreams will not take root. If you wish to manifest a dream life that will flourish like the mighty oak, understand that growth and advancement is a process. Even though you will not be able to bear witness to each phase of your development, growth still occurs under the surface. So you can see the roots growing under the surface there. We can't control when it rains, but through perseverance, resourcefulness, and by learning to become creators, we can plant seeds out in the world so that the work we invest in our goals allows us to reap a beautiful harvest. If you have drawn the planting seeds card today, pay attention to all the details required so that your intentions can fully flourish. Have a clear vision of your future and trust that you are moving toward your goals. Perhaps you take the plunge and further your education, or read a book on a subject that inspires you. Plant your seeds of intentions today and water them daily. Hold the highest vision of your fullest potential for growth and take a small step every day toward your intention. So that is how you grow things. So when we're looking at what your limiting beliefs are, you feel maybe like it's too big of a dream, it's too big of a thing to do, but you've had the idea, maybe you've been planting the seeds, and just know that you have to keep consistent to make it grow. So you consistently have to look after the plant and water it, give it sunshine, give it love and attention so that it will grow. Now the next card that we're going to pull is from the Radleigh Valentine Sword of Light Oracle, which is the Archangel Michael Sword of Light Oracle. And these cards like to give me a lot of cards today. So what is this one here? 21. Open up to your spiritual gifts. Remember that your true nature is spiritual, not physical. The angels are sending you messages to guide your soul's growth. So again, we're talking about growing. So, you know, the seeds have been planted. You've started this journey some time ago, and the only thing that's holding you back is your limiting beliefs. So this is talking about you opening up to your spiritual gifts, no matter what that may be. So maybe you're an intuitive, maybe you're an artist who can channel things through onto the canvas, whatever that is. Maybe, you know, maybe it's just your lot in the world to provide guidance to others in some sort of a way. But it's talking about your true nature being spiritual, not physical. So you may have just been focusing on the physical, but this is talking about your soul's growth, and this is also talking about growth. So you planted the seeds already. You just need to nurture your spiritual side and your gifts. You need to nurture them and help them grow. Be practicing, be consistent, all the things that you need to do to make anything grow, right? So the next card I'm pulling for you is from the Ancient Stones Oracle by Rebecca Campbell. And let's see what kind of a supporting card is here to help you to release those limiting beliefs. So let's see what, oh, that one came up quickly. Okay, so this one is releasing the past, emerging, transforming, energies transmuted. So this is about letting go of whatever it was, you know. So there's something in your past that's been holding you back. Did you have a bad experience with this somehow? Did, you know, people tell you that you couldn't do it or something like that? Whatever it is that you're trying to grow with your own life, your own spirituality. The angels have been sending you messages, or your guides have been sending you messages to help with your soul's growth. But you've kind of, because of what other people have told you, it feels like they told you don't believe in yourself, don't believe in that stuff, or whatever it is. This is an important part of you being able to move forward in your life in every way, right? So this is the foundation of things for you. And at this point, you're now emerging. You can now let go of all of that and emerge, transform, and transmute those old energies. So sometimes when, you know, you have maybe a piece of fruit that's gone bad or something like that, or, you know, you throw a pumpkin out in the yard or because it's no good. And then when the next season comes, the seeds have been in the ground and they transmuted and became something beautiful. So, you know, toss out the old beliefs and just keep the part that you can grow, you know. So plant those seeds. So all the things that you've been through and all your experiences, you put them down and you can now grow something beautiful from that somehow, is what it's talking about. You're releasing the past, but you're transmuting that energy into something that's going to help you to grow your life and move forward. So the next card that I'm going to pull for you, pile number 3, is from the Animal Oracle deck by Stephen Farmer, and I'll show you that one again. There we go. And so let's see what other supporting cards we have here. It's like that old thing, don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. What a horrible saying. Where is that? Oh, look at that, just slid right up. Porcupine, innocence. Free yourself of guilt and shame. Oh my goodness, release the past. Is there anything that concerned you? Like I said, something bad that happened before, some bad experience, or people telling you it was a bad experience or whatever. It's like letting go. You made mistakes in the past, let them go. It doesn't matter anymore. Learn from it and move forward is what it's saying. And, you know, that little porcupine, people would start to come at you, you know, throw your quills. Throw your quills. Don't let them bring you down. Go ahead and just, you know, become that person you're supposed to be. I've got the hummingbird here. Hummingbird means, it can mean a few different things. It means joy, love, that sort of thing, your happiness. And your happiness is going to come from growing your soul and your gifts. So that is your message, pile number 3, about your limiting beliefs and how to release them. I hope that helps you. And now let's move on to pile number 4. Okay, so pile number 4. We are on pile number 4. So we have Mother Earth, the drum, card number 20. So the number 2 or the number 20 may also be meaningful to you. And let's have a look here. And it says in the book, the Mother Earth is mother to all living things. And in the same way our own mother gives us life, Mother Earth gives life to all creation. She teaches us the importance of protecting the land, and especially water, the lifeblood that sustains our world. The soil on which we walk today is the same land that existed for the countless generations that came before us. The spirits of our ancestors walk behind us, and it is vital to remember that we are the result of the many who came before us. Within the Mi'kmaq language, the words people, earth, mother, and drum are all derived from the same root expression, which relates to the interconnective relationship between Mother Earth and all of creation. When we speak about the drum, we are speaking about the heartbeat of Mother Earth. When we hear the drum beat, we are hearing her heartbeat. Her heartbeat has been embedded within our own chest, so we will not forget. And it is through the action of drumming that we acknowledge we are her children. The drum is a connection that allows us to let her know that we hear her and we see her. If you have drawn the Mother Earth card today, pile number 4, it's a reminder to reconnect to our world by removing garbage from waterways, organizing cleanups, or through being mindful of your environmental impact. There is a nudge from Spirit to reconnect to the Earth's vibration through grounding exercises or by drumming. By reconnecting to the drum, stepping outside, and actively cleaning our environment, we can help shift the world. So it's talking about reconnecting. So in your case, you may have been disconnected somehow from the earth and from the groundedness and connecting to Mother Earth. And so that's what that card is telling you. So also, reconnect by, it says removing garbage from the waterways, organizing cleanups, or being mindful of your environmental impact. I know in Nova Scotia right now, there are some things going on in that respect. And I've been learning about the treaties and how powerful they are. And they are there to protect, but there's been a little bit of an issue with that lately. So there's some people working on that. So if you're interested in, helping in that way, I can also put you in touch with the right people to do that. So let's see. Let's go to the next card. So, and grounding, if you need some, direction on ways to do grounding, you can reach out to me and I can teach you about that. Now let's see what this card says. It says, be honest with yourself. So card number 5, if the number is meaningful to you as well. And it says, all your feelings, even the difficult ones, have a message for you. Accept your truth and let Source take it from there. So your limiting beliefs are partly because A, you've not been grounded. B, you haven't been honest with yourself. And, you've got to feel your feelings, right? And realize, what it is that's helping to keep you limited in your beliefs. So there's things you're not acknowledging, pile number 4, that you need to acknowledge and be honest with yourself. And accept your truth and then let Source take it from there. Because once you start the process, then Mother Earth will help you and guide you. So maybe, taking a walk outside or things like that, just spending some quiet in nature that's one way that you can do that. So, and let's get another card here for you. So this one is from the Ancient Stones Oracle by Rebecca Campbell. Let's find out some resolve for these limiting beliefs. That's what this deck seems to do. Let's see. This one is weather the storms. Let it charge you. Embrace the unexpected. So see, again, embracing, being honest with yourself. Weather the storms. You know, it's difficult, but you've got to, you've got to accept it. Accept the truth. Weather the storms. Let it change you. Expect the unexpected. Embrace the unexpected is what it says. And, it's sometimes the difficult times in life that teach us the most. And, you've got to really grasp this so that you can move forward. I'm just going to see what the next cards have to say for you there, pile number 4. I don't know, pile number 4. It really, your reading feels a little bit heavy, but I mean, this is part of, lifting that is being honest with yourself. And, it's as if you felt really trapped somehow. That's the feeling I get for pile number 4. Weathering the storms. It seems like you're in a difficult time, but part of the reason that you've remained in difficulty is just not accepting the truth of what needs to be. So, it's a difficult time, but you're going to be okay. You're going to come out of it once you can just embrace the unexpected. So maybe sometimes the things that happen don't look so great, but sometimes those things help to move you forward. Can't learn to see, let go, control, surrender. So once again, see, it's talking about surrendering, letting go, let it change you. See, let it change you, let go of control. I feel like I want to go to this otter card because also as a totem animal, otter means woman medicine as well, and that's about your power. So the female energy, right? The nurturing female energy, the healer, that sort of thing. You don't necessarily have to be a female for this message to be meaningful for you whatsoever, but it is about tapping into the healer in you is what I'm getting. So letting go of control. So let me just pull the book for that card. Just give me a moment. Yeah, I knew there was something about this card that fit in with this. It's like the storm. And so the surrender, in the book it says, so you think you're in control of the situation, do you? Well, that's something everybody thinks much of the time. And it says these efforts maintaining control are most often based in habitual conditioned fear born out of many experiences where you witnessed others who were out of control. It was scary, dangerous, and maybe even life-threatening. You can be assured that now there's no more danger and that you're safe and you can safely relinquish control. It says letting go of control doesn't mean giving up. Giving up means throwing up your hands in the air and, admitting defeat. But this instead is true surrender. That means releasing any attempts to force your agenda on life. It means opening up your hands and heart and accepting the direction of spirit, right? Accepting the direction of spirit, right? That's what that card is about. And in that acceptance, your will become the will of spirit, and life flows much more easily through you and as you, right? So it's about merging this. It's about taking those things that you were afraid of, the bad situations and all that. Maybe you're even still in some of them. I don't know. It still feels kind of heavy, like you either are just ready to move out of it or you just did move out of it. It's definitely telling you that you know, you're weathering the storms, you're letting go of it all, surrendering. So the limiting belief was that you thought you couldn't make things better. You thought you couldn't get out of there. You thought you couldn't change it for the better. And this heavy situation that you've experienced, and maybe still a little bit of experiencing it now. So just, you know, take heart and connect back with Mother Earth, and connect with your feelings. You know, it's sometimes things are difficult, but what happens after you weather the storm, it's embracing the unexpected and knowing that good is going to come out of that, because that's how the universe works, you know. So that pile number 4 is quite a message. That's quite a strong message for you there. So I do hope that helps you. And that is today's reading for how to help you with those limiting beliefs. Now, if you do need a reading, a full reading, personal one, you can send me a message. I don't send messages to you to ask you. So you can reach out to me. The information is below on my YouTube video, as well as the information on my course, which is called How to Read Oracle Cards Intuitively, so that you can literally be your own guru and give yourself your own guidance. Trust your own instincts, like this card says. And I also have a book called How to Dream Intuitively, that will help you to decipher your dreams and how to use them to help you navigate your life as well. So that being said, I hope this reading has helped you, and I do wish you a most beautiful day, and keep shining. Take care.